now we will start our 5-minute presentation. Welcome to the Fairfax Photo Club members presentation. Each participant will be given 5 minutes to show off your work. We will be timing this so we don't go on too late. I also want to ask that you stay muted till it's your turn to talk. And because these presentations will be depending on who's speaking, you can use the reaction button at the bottom of your screen to like make happy faces and raise your hand. And I think we're recording. So we're going to start with Donald. And I think you're already a co-host.
Okay. Make sure my screen here. Okay, am I starting again here?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, share. Okay, hopefully you can see that.
Yes, we can.
Oh, here's the first one.
Oh, cool.
This was May of 2008. And I heard there's some big things going on over at the Civic Center. So I got over there and shot down from above and got this shot. This has won a couple awards. And here's Elvis and his helper, the Beta Breakers. These are all 10 or 15 years old. Most are in the city. Here's the museum and Diego Rivera, I believe, there. Always very popular. This is on Upper Grant Street. It's no longer there, but I enjoyed this until it disappeared. And here's basically the same thing in real life. This is probably the Pride Parade. This fellow was in Dolores Park. The San Francisco Symphony was there putting on a performance. And he was blowing the tuba, and he's having kids press the buttons, you know, the valves. So they were playing songs and he was providing the air for them.
I like his eyes.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling the moment there. Here, this poor soul is considering the situation here. This was Christmas time several years ago.
Love the reflections in the ball.
Yeah. And this isn't in San Francisco, but this is down the coast at Swanton above Santa Cruz. Just toss that in. Brussels sprouts. And this is going back 10 or 15 years. They were working on it. I like the movement of his pen here. Mm-hmm. And Grandma does not approve. She reminds me of my grandma.
Interesting expressions.
Any of them approved.
Yeah.
Except the neighbor's little boy.
And you don't see much of this anymore. Someone reading a book. He's probably reading poetry. It's caught my attention. You know, usually people are holding cell phones now.
Right.
And this early morning on a Sunday, I used to do a lot of walkarounds in Chinatown and North Beach. And I've sold this a couple times. And it's, of course, between City Lights and Vesuvio, Columbus there. And I hesitate to show this one. Don't take it personally. This guy is a very cool guy. We became fast friends. On the other side of his sign says thanks, and it's a thumbs up thing. But you know, if you don't give him any money, you get this side. You can guess what the rest of that sign says. He was a cool guy. He had some dogs, so we had a good talk. And talking about the characters in San Francisco, this guy I used to meet up with almost every Sunday that I was over there. He lived for 20 or 30 years on Broadway Street. And he's no longer, I haven't seen him for a long time. So I don't know if he's still around or not, but he was always good for a half hour of stories about Broadway. His name was Jack. And this lady got in touch with me. I guess she saw the photo on one of the groups and I've forgotten her name though. And, but that was probably the Pride Parade. And here this lady was enjoying the day. And the last one here is a fella I hope everybody gets to meet eventually. If you're in San Francisco long enough, you will. This is Frank Chu. And he is quite a character. He started with 12 galaxies and he's now up to 785, was that trillion? Yeah. But he can explain every word there if you have time. You might come away a little bit more confused than you started, but I've run into him several times. I've gotten to know him pretty.
I've probably got 100 photos of him.
Yeah, he's
Shows
every
up at
place.
protest.
Every protest he's there, or anything that's going to gather attention, he's there.
I mean, to the point that he actually acknowledges that he knows me. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Oh,
how many
yeah.
times I've seen him.
He thought I was somebody important because I had a big camera, so
There you go.
that's how he got to know me. So yeah, eventually figured me out, but we're still friends. So that's my presentation, San Francisco, 10 or 15 years ago. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right on time, 5 minutes.
Yeah, and thank you for being first. That's never fun.
Right.
All right, let's make Sandra. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to make Lily a host as well here. No, it's going to change. Okay, so I'm going to make Sandra a co-host so that she can share.
I just want to say that I am a novice in the true sense of the word, and I got very excited about the club because I'm a retired instructor. I decided to start a new life in New York City, so I moved just in time for the pandemic and had really no time to experience New York, and sat in my apartment, tiny apartment in Harlem for months, didn't know anybody. Everything was in shutdown, and I also got COVID pretty bad.
Oh,
I kind of tend to lean towards capturing emotion, and I think photography is a lot like dance. It's so universal, it has no language or cultural barriers, and it can communicate so much without words. And so I have no technical skill at all. I don't call myself a photographer, and I would greatly appreciate any feedback from the group. So I will share my screen and
Oh,
okay, so those are my pups. Okay, so let's see. All right, so this is a building in Croatia. Let me just, yeah. Can you guys see?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I just like the perspective there. And that's me, and this is a bookstore
That's cool.
in Cuba. This is one of the close friends that that I made in New York, and they moved to London. So this was our last walk, and it just seems sad, like with the shadows and everything. I mean, not last walk, but before she moved out of the country, and she loved the dogs, and so I was behind her with my dog. I don't know if you could see the little head right there, but anyway. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. This is a parking lot at Chelsea, and it's Banksy, obviously. I just thought it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love Banksy. He's
Great,
everywhere.
great cat.
But I like your shot.
Yeah. That's just, I just like the dumpsters. It's a Cuba. This, I believe, is in Havana. That is San Francisco on the way home from Croatia, and the sky was so beautiful. and it's a terrible picture, but I don't know, there's something about it, the blurriness or something that I just liked.
Great colors.
Yeah.
I don't, these are, they're not like touched up in any way. This is Croatia, you know, the national park with all the waterfalls. And if you can see the little teeny tiny people walking throughout the waterfalls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see them.
Yeah.
I like taking pictures of doors, and I like, I don't know, there's something about doors. I just love doors. Maybe it's the Italian in me or something, but I have a lot of pictures of doors. That's our first snow in Harlem.
Where was that one? Is that Puerto?
This was in
Cuba?
Havana. This
Yeah,
was,
I thought so. Yeah.
yeah, it's in Havana. This was our first snow in Harlem. This was let me just read what it was. The Educational Instituto Cubana de Amistad, Pueblo Internacional. And it was a very political thing that we went to, but I wandered outside and saw this tree and had to take a picture of it. I set it up, you know, and then just put a timer on my phone. This is all with my old Samsung phone.
Oh, yeah.
Colors, yeah, you know, capture just, well, I love these colors. These ladies were everywhere in Havana.
Uh-huh.
That's Seaside Heights.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we were walking. It's a little like blurry. I don't even know what that is, but these people were.
Where is Seaside Heights?
Oh, it's the Jersey Shore.
Got it.
And
Wow.
that's a thunderstorm in New York.
Ooh,
Dramatic.
It's like they're all the time here, so you can catch a lot of really cool.
That's a great shot, I think.
You
Yes,
could
a
catch
great
so much great weather. That is, you probably recognize it, the Richmond Bridge. My dog, walking along the path there by Target.
Uh-huh.
It's really washed out, but I don't know. I could probably do something with it if I had a photo editing program.
Oh,
I just created that with my hands and face.
that's fabulous.
That's
Mm.
me.
How
And
did you get your face on your hands like that?
it's just like an app. You can just overlay your hands
Yeah.
and your face, you know, take a picture of both and then overlay it. This is
Great.
my street in Harlem, and the sky's always something that is wonderful to photograph. I wish this thing wasn't there, because it's like this. I don't know if you could see it. There's like your screen
No.
sharing, you know, at the bottom. But anyway, I just thought the expanse of the sky and the busyness of the city was a
Yeah.
fun contrast. That's
Yeah.
in a graveyard, and that's me. And so we set it up, and I set up a little tripod, and we took that picture.
That's cool.
Like, I like
That's
the
fabulous.
the darkness of it. Just got that. Actually, it's too bad there's like dried up stuff. We're having a little bit of a drought here in New York, but that's the Cloisters, and it's up in
Oh,
Washington Heights. You know, Rockefeller brought it over brick by brick from France, and it's got the largest medieval collection
yeah.
in the country, and that beautiful gardens outside.
And tapestries.
Yeah, tapestries.
Yeah, oh, the tapestries, yeah. Whitney Museum.
Whoa.
I
Cool.
like, it's sort of Magritte like, you know, the
Yeah.
little people and the giant flower, you know, it's
Cool.
you know. And this is, I don't know if you could see it because it says screen sharing, right? But
No,
this,
it doesn't.
it doesn't. Oh, so you can see the puddle with
Yeah.
the reflection of the tram. Yeah, it's the tram going to Roosevelt Island.
Cool.
It's, you know, an island that's only a few hundred yards wide with a lighthouse and, you know,
It's got nice reflections.
Yeah, the, what do you call this? Not the scarlet fever, but some hospital, you
Yeah.
know, anyway, another winter scene. This is in Zadar in Croatia, and it's called the ocean organ or the sea organ. And the breeze goes through these, like, they're almost like gutters or something, and plays music.
Cool.
The wind blows through them. You could probably go on YouTube. It's ZADAR sea organ. And it's really cool. And I guess I got down, I just like all the different shades of blue, you know. And that's my dog.
Oh,
And that is pretty much it, I
cool.
think.
All right. Hi everyone. I'm Carolyn. I am a photographer, obviously. I kind of have a large pile of work. And as I was going through all my photos earlier today, it was like, oh shit, what am I gonna focus on? So I have so many photos, and if I might kind of go through them fast, because I didn't realize that I had too many compared to like everybody else has just a few so far. So here we go. Let's do this. So that's where can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's me. Feel free to like check out my website. I have all kinds of crazy stuff on it. So I started becoming a photographer after my mother died. And one thing that kind of helped me deal with a lot of my grief was photographing music. So I started picking up a camera about 15 years ago, and I started just hitting up gigs and getting the music that I needed. And then the photography really just like skyrocketed me out of my depression after my mother died. And so I just went with it. So I photograph a lot of the local music scene. I also was writing for a Bay Area music magazine called The Bay Bridged, and I got to see shows. This is dude, I'm totally spacing on his name. He was
Billy
in
Bob.
Pardon?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy
isn't
Bob
it?
Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton. His band, the Boxmasters, they were so fun. And Mads Tolling, that's in Perry Park. He's amazing. Oh my God, he's just like such an incredible person. One of the things I really loved about working for the music magazine is that I got like pit access and like kind of stage access. So a lot of my shots, I got to have these amazing shots of like behind the band, the audience. This is the British band Morchiba. They were so fun. Grace Potter, that was Sound Summit a couple years ago. That was super fun. George Clinton and P-Funk, that was a fun show. He's a character, man. He was smoking huge doobies on stage. He was just like having such a groovy time. And then I also like to focus on a lot of details. So I kind of do like a lot of odd angles, really weird details. I focus on things that you wouldn't normally want to focus on. And then I also get to kind of like come in and be a part of the band. And this is the band El Radio Fantastique. They're a local band, and they were recording at Panoramic House, which was kind of a bucket list place that I wanted to check out in Stinson Beach. Beautiful recording studio up there. Chris Robinson, he's local character around here now. Again, kind of the weird shots. Jackie Green, Lyle Lovett. Oh, that was such an amazing show. Amy, she's in a band called Starling Six. You guys
Yep.
get a chance to check them out. They're awesome.
They're great.
The Holmberg boys. This is Creek Park a couple weekends ago, and it was just the kids were just going ape shit. It was so fun just to see like just the crowd just being so animated with the music. This was my first getting into an art show photograph. This is an artist called Jay Jackson. And I love the movement of this photo. Like it's just like her hair flipping back. So one of the things I really appreciate about photography is that you don't have to be perfect. Like, you know, when I first started, I really like, oh, I'm not good enough. But it doesn't matter, you know, it just like shoot. That's really all that matters. Ramblin' Jack. And then I also get into like band photography and like they wanted promo shots. You know, this is Amy again.
And
My
Taylor.
friend Anna. This is a lot of portraiture. Attila Viola, he's awesome. Barry Siska, this was super fun. I love that one shot. My friend Chrissy,
Mhm.
Danny Uzlewski in Essence. I like this one because it's like blurry and it's a little out of focus and it's a little like kind of nostalgic. There's a real mood with this photo, which I love a lot. Darren Nelson, I love him. He's one of my favorite people to photograph locally. Tracy Blackman, she's an amazing singer-songwriter. This was a San Geronimo photo shoot. They wanted the whole band and extras for some promo stuff. This was super fun. This is Physical Suicide Deterrent System Project. And they're like, this basically tells you what the band is about. Like, they're like, we need to get into a dumpster and be just like sitting in garbage. I'm like, great, let's do it. This is Rick Meisner and Claire Thusen. They're in a band called Super High right now. And I did this at Perry's and I situated them like right inside a window. And so the light that's on their faces is a window. I do mostly natural photography. I usually don't use, lights. I don't use shades. I don't use anything like that. This was my friend Babette. We had a great shoot out in the bunkers and the headlands. This was super fun. This was the family Christmas card photo of a family I was hired to shoot for. And they're like, we want bathrobes and coffee cups. I'm like, great, let's do it. This is my friend Joanne. She wanted yoga shots, but she also wanted them in a bar. So we did a lot of shooting around Perry's bar. And she got these like really super fabulous photos. This is just a sweet couple that wanted their photo shot a couple weekends ago. That's my daughter. We did a photo shoot a couple years ago. This is like 4 years ago. And then there's the lens ball. So Steffi and I did a fun shoot with lens ball a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago. No, it was a couple years ago. Oh my God. So lens ball is this spherical, almost a wide angle lens that you shoot through. And it's just this really fun photo tool. I usually insert the ball in a different direction because it's upside down and backwards. So in post edit, I flip the ball so that you kind of get this like dual look in the image.
So about 30 more seconds, Carolyn.
Okay, cool. Let's just cruise through these because I want to look at, woo, yeah. And then there's drone. I became a drone pilot. And that's actually been like my main focus lately is just dealing with flying around up in the air and taking photos. And I'm getting my pilot's license, my FAA drone pilot's license. So I'll be able to do this as a business eventually.
Wow. That's awesome.
So there, woo, I did it.
Great.
I got through all my photos.
All right, let's try it again, Joanne. That was amazing, Carolyn. I liked your descriptions.
Yeah, great job, Carolyn. I love your stuff. You know that.
Yeah, thanks, Joanne.
Okay.
Joanne, I have to make you
Okay.
There you are.
Zoom wanted to upgrade me or something, so I'm hoping that was the problem.
We're all going to cross our fingers.
Okay, so it should be this. Wait a minute. Here we go. I got it. I think this is the one. Share.
There it is.
Yeah, yes.
It's
Good.
there. Okay. And then I'm going to go with slideshow. So you're seeing Joanne Lanier photos, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm not. It's weird. I can't see it. Okay. Anyway, so thank you. So I put this together really quickly. I've been when I was in my 20s, I wanted to be the next Richard Avedon, and I realized that wasn't going to happen. Or the Annie Leibovitz. I realized people was not my thing, so I got more into nature. Some people here and there, but nature. And after I did film on real film, and I started getting into digital, that's kind of where I'm starting here. And this was a photo.
Wow.
I was commuting to the city from the Larkspur Ferry many years ago, and I had just a little Sony point and shoot digital, and this happened.
Wow, beautiful.
And I was like, hell yeah, okay. So I love light. And out at the, I don't know if any of this photo is actually in
Nice.
focus, but I love the light. This is out at the Las Colinas Valley Sanitary District ponds, looking, towards the west as the sunset. So this has always been a favorite of mine. And then also out in that area when there was a huge deluge of water in the pastures. I was living in an apartment looking down and walking out there every day. I found this.
Beautiful. Wow.
Really
I do
nice.
like reflections and, so again, with nature and birds. And then recently out there, another reflections, there are swans out at those ponds on a regular basis now, and they're always sitting or floating, but there was a third swan that moved in on a pair, and then this happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've never seen them fly out there, so I would just happen to be, again, right place, right time, and they're so beautiful. So that was really special for me.
Wow. Great. Great.
And then
Sean.
also out there, there's white pelicans on a regular basis. And sometimes I was out there at, late in the evening, and I love this one.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
There's a pipe or something in one of the ponds out there that a lot of the birds, it could be cormorants, it could be pelicans, it could be anything. And that night it was the pelicans at the end of their day preening and just,
Huh.
maintenance. And I couldn't resist. It was just so beautiful.
Wow.
And then, oh yeah, marine mammals. My real passion is marine mammals, which you have to be on the coast or you have to be on a boat. And I don't get to do this. I'm a 24-year volunteer at the Marine Mammal Center, so I am very attuned to our seals and sea lions and fur seals in our area. And this was at Piedras Blancas down near San Simeon. And, this looks really violent, but actually it's like a split second, like 500th of a second that I did this shoot. And they let go right away. And there's always some blood, and they build up those chest shields in the scarring, which protects them. But I caught it at the moment of the, even though that guy down below, he let go right away. So that was a really fun shoot. And the friend that was with me was like, how'd you get that? I said, because shutter speed, guy. Anyway, and then out in,
Wow.
this is at Los Islotes. I've done a trip out there many times around
What is-
Baja. Los Islotes is in the Sea of Cortez or Gulf of California, whatever.
Wow.
And I just
Nice.
love the flow of how this sea lion just fits into that rock. and
Yeah.
waters.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Is
And
that-
then this is out at Limantour Beach in an extreme low tide. So I've been going to Limantour since I was in my teens. So that was like the late 60s. And this thing, it's part of an engine block from some wreck. It's been out there since I've been
Wow.
going there. And this extreme is the first time I've been able to get out and walk around it. And it's covered in barnacles and mussels. And looking at it from this view, it reminds me, I've never seen that there's kind of like legs there. It reminds me of a mammoth or some big animal. And I go out there every month, and I've never seen it like this since. So this might have been once in a lifetime shot. And then this is just ending on, I love light.
Oh, wow.
I love sky. This was a
Beautiful.
magical day out at South Beach at Point Reyes. And I just looked over and I went, wow, click. So that's kind of where I am now. I have many other things in future that I'm working on, but a lot of wildlife, nature, and more birds in my future, and more marine mammals, and more things like this around our beautiful Bay Area. So that's it for now.
Wow. Very nice. Thank you.
Man, it'd be really cool if you kind of organized a field trip sometime with your
Yeah.
marine interest. If you ever wanted to, I'd help you.
I would be glad to do that. There's many places that I go, like just yesterday, I go out and I photograph when we release marine mammals from the hospital. I'm the photographer on Wednesdays, anytime we do a release, and that's been a real treat, is photographing our hospital patients as they go back to the ocean. It's just, yeah, it's really special. It's something I love.
When
Okay,
we're
I'll keep you posted. Yeah. Thank you.
Remind me when we're together. I want to tell you a funny story about albatross release.
Oh, yay. Okay, thank you.
All right, Martin's turn. You're up, and I made you a co-host. So I think you need to do it. There we go. Martin,
Oh,
you there, Martin?
another shot.
You might be muted, Martin, because we can't hear you. Martin, you're muted.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Before I start, I'll just say I'm born and bred and educated in New York City. I escaped New York City in 1974, having been born in Brooklyn. Now, both my sons and grandchildren live in Brooklyn, so you'll be seeing a lot of that. Now I can get underway. I started my affinity for street photography began when I don't know how to make this move now. I tried it.
Try your arrow key if you have one.
I am. Come on, baby.
We got the thumbnails now.
I know, I'm trying to get out of it. That was just perfect. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. Okay. I got my first camera as a graduation present from dental school, a Minolta SRT 101, which I adopted for intraoral use. And then eventually I turned my attention outside the window of the clinic in Prospect Heights that was called Bed-Stuy then in Brooklyn. Took this photograph, and later on, when I've taken a lot of courses in street photography, I realized intuitively I had put in a lot of the things that the teachers talked about. I just finished a class with Cartier-Bresson on YouTube and Melissa O'Shaughnessy, fabulous stuff. And this is the way that corner looks now. They tore down that bodega and never put anything there. And my grandkids went to this school. I was really torn apart when a teacher I had at NYU in photography just threw down one of my photographs I had taken the Statue of Liberty. This was with my new camera, my first roll of film. He said tourist shot. So there are so many skyscrapers in New York City. I decided you had to look at them a little differently. Same thing with Lincoln Center. Same thing with Mount Vesuvius, just a different view of it. I got involved in Noe Valley and storytelling, architecture, cars, vehicles, colors, being in the right place at the right time, standing in one place for a long time until the picture came out just right. Some of these are scans from the 1970s. And sometimes the picture was there. I mean, you couldn't resist. Had to take it. Sometimes you just walked out the door and there was the picture. Then I got a better camera from Gassers for intraoral photography, and I was taught intraoral photography for many years, had quite a collection. And I used it to teach. You can see the title slides I'm coming up with here. This one was used to talk about, I was a children's dentist, talk about gaining children's trust. And then sometimes I'd use my slides to use as title slides. And I did a lot of traveling, and ninthly, I was rewarded for that. And this photograph is from 1978, and Marin County Fair awarded me a nice prize. I take a lot of subway pictures. I don't know why I've been really attracted to it. Some of them are hard to take. Walker Evans has been my inspiration. My wife gets really nervous when I do this. My camera does not click, and I use a Fuji X30 at this point in time. Fixed lens. Anytime I can get a subway shot that's got natural light, so much better versus the fluorescent lights. And the right place at the right time, just waited a few moments and the guy walked in to the photograph. I waited, I knew when the train was going to come by and I had it all set to go.
Oh, nice.
It's a sugar train in Maui. I'm a bicycle rider with George, and this is probably one of the first bicycle racing photos I ever took. And this was a really hard one to take. The B train on the Manhattan Bridge took many, many tries before I got a photo like this. This happened, was right there at the right time. It just hiked up to this point. You don't have to have a picture of the whole bike. Sometimes a part of it tells a story in Amsterdam. I can take photographs while I'm bike riding. I got it all set up. I love the whimsy of bicycles. I enjoy beer, and I don't drink beer and bicycle ride, although when I was biking in Bavaria, I did. I like coffee. I have 2 blogs, well, many blogs, one on coffee, many on bicycle riding.
Wow.
Then I started taking a lot of pictures of workers, and that's my next, this is my son. That's my next project is
Oh, that's cool.
workers, Manhattan
Yeah.
Bridge.
Yeah.
And this is, as Cartier-Bresson would say, this is a portrait because this is with his consent. Same thing here. He talked all about his, one of these badges was for the World Trade Center. He was there.
Is he still alive, Cartier-Bresson?
No.
And this was taken surreptitiously. French waiters do not like to be photographed, but I got them. Surreptitious too. Conductors on trains don't like to be photographed. This I just caught calling a cab. He was as tall as that beer glass. This is one of the first street photography photographs I took in the 70s in Granada.
Got
I knew
30
these
more
fellas.
seconds. 30 more seconds.
Oh man. He wanted me to take that photograph. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, colors pop out, make you want to take the photograph. Stories pop out. People in the story. Sometimes people don't want you to take the picture. I've had to eliminate 2 pictures at people's requests. This was taken from a streetcar. I liked her phone in her helmet. I like signs. This was right near my home. I got interested in photography and architecture details all around the world, particularly New York. That was Noe Valley. Caught that one by chance. We were there with a bike group. She didn't pose for me. They posed for me. I asked them to, and they acquiesced. I used to work at those concerts. This was taken from my hotel room. This was taken from the steps of a cathedral. Some flower shots every once in a while. I love sunsets every once in a while. Big objects. I love power lines, chairs, food. Sometimes you have to just go in your backyard to get the photograph. And my next blog is going to be if you love it, do it every day. And that's going to be pictures of Brooklyn. And cheers. Thank you very much. That's my grandkids out of our apartment in Brooklyn.
Yeah, great. Love it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. All right, Lily is leaving. I'm going to start being the timing David. All right, our next presenter is Jeanette, my sister-in-law. Her first day here, and she's being very brave.
Thank you. So just keep in mind that I am definitely a beginner photographer. So I started out taking pictures of just my kids until they got annoyed and I had to find friends of theirs. So most of mine are all portraits. So let me see if I can share.
Just made you a co-host.
Can you see that one?
Not yet. Hit the green button.
Share. Okay, share.
There you go. It's coming up. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
I was just playing around with this. I got my daughter's a tennis player, so I got her to pose for me in our living room. And I got an off-camera flash that I was playing around where I was trying to play with the black and the white.
Nice, nice work.
Thank you. And then I got my sister's dog, who I thought was just so cute, looking down at him.
Great eye.
This is my niece. This is down at the beach in Orange County. She is an aspiring model and is always up for photographs. And it's so easy. She sets the pose and picks the location, and I just show up and take the pictures. She just makes it so easy. Another one I like the light coming off the back of her hair, the hair light. And then I graduated from kids and I started taking some portraits of local high school athletes. So I shot this as the wrestling team. I shot this inside their workout room.
Nice.
Is she a wrestler?
They have girl wrestlers.
Nice.
And so that's all I have for today, just to start with.
But you really catch the feeling of the person.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
And your lighting is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just playing around with something. Like I said, I got an off-camera flash. I thought I'll play around with it. And they were such good sports. I got to practice on the whole team, so it was great practice.
Nice shots.
Awesome.
So it's a nice short and
thanks for
sweet.
just jumping in. I think that was great that you did that. All right. Okay, our next presenter is Mallory. Let me
Oh.
make you don't have
Yeah,
to be
I have to do something, right? I have to turn this around.
right. She's gonna show printed.
These are, yeah, I'm in like a little, hold on. I'm not good at this part. All right, these are pictures I took. It's kind of a beach thing. I'm here. So I got pictures of beach stuff. This is, I think, in the Bahamas. And they're all printed. I printed all of these from film. And this is Sayulita. I don't know if you can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. That was a sundown on the beach there. And let's see, can you see? This is on a rooftop in Morocco. And okay, hold on. And I might have to put, I don't know if I have enough light here. Wait a minute. Okay, and this is Limantor. And here we have, oh, now just hold on, guys. I have to shut the lights off because they're glaring, I think. All right, and this is some windows at a Casbah in Morocco. And what is this? And here's a beach umbrella somewhere. Whoops, you can't really see. Okay, hold on. No, not good. Well, take my word for it, it's a beach umbrella.
Yeah.
Okay, and let me see what else I got. Oh, yeah. And this is this might be also Lehman Tour, but you can't really see it because the light is not good. And so I think that's all I have here. These are all printed over the years. Now I'm shooting mostly oops, no, that's wrong. Now I'm shooting mostly digital, and next time we do this, I'll go from there. I'm just in a place where I don't have access to any of my other shots.
But you did tell me that you printed all those yourself in the darkroom.
Yeah, I did way back when we did printing stuff. But I'll show you something. Do I have a minute? I'll just show you something really beautiful right now. I didn't do. Hold on.
Ah,
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Beautiful photo.
And
Yep.
then the hills are up here.
Great color.
Yeah.
The light is really nice.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Well, these clouds are just, I don't know if you can see them from
Oh,
here,
yeah.
Mhm.
but it's just really, really beautiful at the moment. Yeah, so that's all I got, I'm pretty sure. So I can give my time to somebody else if I've done that. Anyway,
I'm glad you presented even though you weren't at your home. I know that must have been
yeah.
frustrating to you, but I'm glad you did.
Well, I'm so glad that you're doing this and that you guys, your work is amazing. Just looking at everybody's work, it's like
Everybody's
awesome.
so different. I love that.
Different and really good, you know. And everybody said, "Oh, I just started doing this." And it's like, what? I've been doing this since I was 6, you know, and it's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
So George, are you going to present?
I did not have time to put anything together. Just my work is really crazy right now.
So I guess it's me,
Oh.
and I hope it doesn't seem indulgent. I'm doing a little slideshow to music because I think I've spoken enough today. So
Not indulgent.
if somebody wants to time me, I think my video is set for 4:49, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. So you may have to adjust your. Can you see that?
It says, well, there's only black.
Here we go. We have to adjust it.
Oh God.
I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever
Wow.
What is that?
I come back to the place you
Wow.
are.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
All my instincts, they return.
oh.
The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, so soon will burn without a noise, without my pride. I reach out from the inside. In your eyes. Of all the fruitless searches, oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes.
Yay.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Thank
You're the
you.
best.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Brilliant.
it sounded kind of distorted, huh?
My favorite is the little boy with the curly hair.
With
You
the-
see the back of him with his father
Yeah,
holding.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
curly hair.
just a stunning
yeah,
photo.
I
That's
love that.
really wonderful.
That was the funny thing about that shot was I was at the park with my son and I usually try to get paid for my work, and I saw him and I found somebody who knew him and said, can you tell him I'll photograph him for free? They came in and I got real lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful.
The kitten, was that a kitten from Full Paws?
I think it was from Milo. I can't remember. It might have been one of Pamela's kittens for sure.
Yeah, one of those kittens. And the pig. Oh my God.
Yeah, the
I
pig.
love the pig. I love the pig.
The goat pooped in my studio.
I mean, such a
We had to have a
poser.
bucket under his butt to get him from the door to the linoleum floor.
Whose pig was that? That was such. That was.
Remember Patrice? You probably knew half the people in this, and I don't want to go over time because I don't think that's fair. But it was Patrice Johnson, I think.
Great. You're so damn good at this.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
so talented, Stephanie.
You.
Wonderful.
And the Bernie shot was nice.
Which
With the
one?
guy- The Bernie shot. The guy with the sign. And then everybody else was in the background.
The Black Lives Matter shot?
I like yeah.
Bernie.
Bernie.
Oh, the Bernie shot. Yeah, I like that one. I was stuck in one spot for 3 hours, so I want to read this note here from Joanne. Yes, I love the idea. Every 6 months, you all want to, instead of having a speaker, we'll have a group show like this.
Do one of
Yeah,
these.
Great.
That's a great idea.
Great.
Yeah, good.
That way everybody can prepare a little bit.
I won't show so many next time.
I actually had a question for you, Marty, because Marty, would you bring up that one shot with on the street with the couple? And I would love to see it again. You went so fast, and there was something in it that caught my eye. I just would love to see that shot again.
With the couple who are, give me more.
It looked like they were off to the right, and you're still a co-host if you want to show it.
That's not my desktop. This is not me. I'm going to screen share, but it's
I
not
don't
my.
want to put you on the spot. Here, I'll
It's not my screen coming up.
okay, let me try. I'll unfriend you. I'll unfriend. Where are you?
person.
Make, withdraw permission, and now I'm gonna make you host again. Yeah, if you show less, you can sit on them a little longer, I think.
Yes.
Okay, try again.
I was just so excited to share, and that was from my initial of 240, got it down to 110. It wasn't easy. It's still not me.
Oops.
Not working?
Not me, it's someone else coming up.
All right, well, I don't want to put you on the spot. It's okay.
Oh, here we go. Here's my. So tell me when.
We're not seeing it.
Yeah, we're not seeing it.
Oh. Come on, get out of here.
I'm gonna see if I have anything else I need to say here. Would anybody like to pick a photo challenge based on today? How about, let's see, who did not present?
Me, and I wish I had.
Told ya.
I got intimidated technically.
So let's see. George, let's have you give us a photo challenge for the month.
Well, you know, I love the natural world, so how about and we're at a low season for flowers, so how about finding your best flower?
Love it. Okay, that's perfect.
That's good.
All
Does
right.
it have to be
so-
a recent photo?
No,
So we have to do like the challenge now, right?
Yeah, it's go out
Okay.
and find something and shoot it.
So this is just for Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go out. It just kind of makes you go out and shoot if you have
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
And Jeanette, you can do it in Costa Mesa.
I could find a flower.
Probably, yeah.
If you're at a loss, we have two really great botanic gardens in the area. So
Yeah, she's in Costa Mesa.
yeah, Costa Mesa, I'm sure is good. You know, some nice, a little more tropical there.
Like your background, George.
What's that?
Your background is nice.
You like that? It's
Yeah.
just one of the stock Zoom things.
Cool.
Well, does anyone want to talk about anything? We have a few, we can go a little bit longer if we want, or we can end early tonight, or anything you all want to talk about, or?
Yeah, I would like to know how. Well, I do everything on my cell phone, a Samsung. How do I get the pictures from there, from like my gallery on my cell phone into the slides that I saw, into like the thumbnails?
You have to connect it with a USB cable
Uh-huh.
to your computer and then download them.
Or do you have an iPhone?
No, I have a
it's a Samsung.
Samsung. I have a Samsung
Asking-
S7.
Yeah.
So-
Who is that? An iPhone, you can do AirDrop to a Mac. Just saying,
Yeah, it's not an iPhone.
it's not an iPhone.
So
Okay.
once it's on like my desktop, how do you put that? How do you put that into the thumbnails that you were all showing?
I have a thought. Would anybody want to do a Zoom session with Alina? Because I
Yeah.
think that's a pretty,
I can do
Yeah.
it. I have a Samsung S7.
Oh, really? That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you have a PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have an HP laptop.
Yeah. A non-Mac person needs to get involved. Thank you.
I think that's perfect. And that was kind of my goal for this. You know, you can reach out and ask somebody. One time I did a shoot with a family, and I have never been so dumb in my life. She said to me, we were at Robeson Harrington, and she said to me, "Is that blue tarp going to show up behind me in the shot?" And I said, "No, I'm blurring it out. Don't worry about it." And it was 3 families combined. I got home and there was that stupid blue tarp, and for some reason it was sharper than anything. And I was mortified, and I called Donald here, and he tried to work on it. It wasn't fixable to what I would sell. to who I would make any money, and I had to go to her house on Thanksgiving when her families were all together again. So it was pretty embarrassing. But the fact that I could reach out to somebody from this group is great, and I hope that everybody feels like you can reach out and ask questions. And maybe another time we'll do we can do reviews, like photo reviews of our work.
That would be nice, yeah. So Sandra, do you how can I copy that Zoom information you just put?
Meet via Zoom.
You can you can go to the chat and click on the little folder, little document with the page turned down, and that will save the chat. Or you can, do you see that little in the chat, the little document next to the smiley face?
No.
There's 3 dots and a smiley face and a little document that's turned down. The corner is turned down.
Sandra, would you consider giving her your phone number, and the two of you could do it?
Yeah, just give me your number, because I'm not very techy. That we'll figure out the Zoom thing another.
It's in the chat, but once you can't copy it.
Well, how do I do that?
So you're gonna have to write it down. If you can't.
Yeah, how do I save it from there?
You have to do, well, could I screen share for a second, show you, or?
You can take a picture with your camera.
I'm gonna send it to you.
With your
You could
phone.
screenshot,
I
Guy.
could do a screenshot, right?
To do
I
a
just sent it to
screenshot.
Alina.
Okay, just send it to me. That's easier.
I just sent it to you via email.
Okay, great, good.
The link, the Zoom link.
Yeah, you know something? I could do a screenshot as well. That's a good idea.
Hey, Sandra, what do you instruct?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I taught for 45 years at College of Marin, and I retired and moved to New York, and now I'm just doing Zoom classes. I do a couple of classes on Zoom.
But what did you teach?
Oh, I taught in theater department, performing arts. I'm a voiceover artist. We just won an Emmy for my Netflix series, so yeah.
Congratulations.
What was your Netflix series?
It's Go Go Corey Carson. It's a Pixar cartoon. I play. It's based on the Cars movie. You know, the movie The Cars, where all the characters are. Yeah, I'm Nana, Corey Carson's grandmother, the old yellow truck.
Cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the after 7 seasons they closed, so now I don't have a job again. That's theater for you.
Life.
No, it was none of those. It was one I could have sworn they were wearing like puffy faux furs or something, and I thought I saw the word pimp to the right on the street.
Oh, you talked to me?
Yeah.
What was it again?
I thought it was a couple against a wall, but far, far back you could see the whole street. And I thought I saw the word pimp up on the right-hand side of the
What word?
pimp, P-I-M-P.
Hmm.
Some weird detail I saw last minute, so. All right. Well, we'll do it another time. I don't want to keep everybody too long, so.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Yeah, that was very amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I love seeing everybody's work. It's really impressive.
Thank you, Stephanie, for putting this together. It took a lot of time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sandra, for offering to tutor me.
Sure.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, great. I'll be here.
Great, thank you.
Bye.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Everybody,
I'll post
be
this on
safe.
our page if you want to watch it again.
Cool.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Thanks. Night, night.
Night.